And it was a lady that looked like spoiled milk. I'm like, gosh, damn it. I can't do Anyways, you know, all the people, there was like a post that the Shade Room posted, and this commenter had the nerve to say, haha, now all these influencers are gonna have to get a real job. And I'm like, do you not know that everyone's monetized everywhere else? I'm monetized on Instagram, and I'm also monetized on YouTube, so I'm gonna go elsewhere. That's not gonna stop me. I'm monetized. You know what monetization means? I don't give a fuck if TikTok leaves. I'm gonna go somewhere else and go make money. Like, we don't have to go get real jobs, because the beauty of it is, thank you for the gift points, we have other apps we're monetized on. It's so funny. And the engagement I get on Instagram is wild. It was 3 million, but it dropped 1 million because I haven't been active. I won't be able to post anything till the 11th because I'm still not monetized till the 11th because of a story that I posted. But 2.5 million people have visited my page. 2.5 million on Instagram. Hello? Like, knock knock, get with the program. If you aren't following me on Instagram, you should, because I'm going to still give my unsolicited opinions, whether people like it or not, because that's what I'm going to do on Instagram. Instead of trying to struggle and figure out, like, hey, what am I going to post? What am I going to do? I'm just still going to do the same thing I'm doing on TikTok, give my unsolicited opinions where there is not needed. So if you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't give a fuck. I'm posting whatever content I want. It is not for discussion for you to decide what type of freaking content, or that I shouldn't say stuff when I should, because I'm going to give my unsolicited opinions and get paid for it. And you're just still going to be miserable, so. Very funny. I'm upset. How am I upset today? I'm not upset. Actually, I got something really nice from someone that I didn't have to pay for it. And I'm not even going to say what it is, but oh man, the content to come from that, whenever I'm able to get it up and running. But yeah, it makes people mad that I don't have to pay for things that I get. But no, I didn't get a car. No, I didn't get a car. I could have got a car. I had enough money for my last check to get a car, but I did it because it had to go towards bills. I had to get car insurance, because if not, we would have got pulled over with no car insurance, and they would have towed the car. So I had to pay for car insurance and then the other bills. So, yeah. No, I didn't abuse and neglect my mentally ill dad. And you know what's funny is how you're talking shit saying I abused and neglect my mentally ill dad when we just got a call from his caseworker. Oh, and we're getting help. On top of everything else, because, one thing about it is how you say we don't care about my father, but the guy just literally explained why they want him to go in there, because they don't want to harm him. If he refuses, or I don't know what it was he explained. I mean, I do understand it, but if we can't force him to go in there, he's not going to go in there. So they're going to try to get him in there to get help there. So hopefully that happens. So I'm abusing and neglecting my mentally ill dad, but we just got a really good phone call, and the guy could possibly help all of us. So fuck you. You know what's funny is why you're saying that is because someone showed my dad getting arrested at a gas station or something. What was it? Showed the police body cam footage, which is crazy why they're showing body cam footage on a black man. But no one's gonna say anything about that now, are they? You streamed a black man getting arrested by police. Do you know how fucked up that is for views? It is race, because why are they filming a mentally ill man getting arrested by police? What was the reasoning behind that? Why did they feel the need to film that? It's released footage that should not be shared or should not be shown on a live stream to make money. Again, they're using my situation to make money. Mind you, well, I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to go pay someone to do it. Whoever shared that video is going to be plagued with bad luck. One of these days, I'm just going to get so angry. I don't even have to pay anybody. Actually, I'm Hispanic. I know a few people. Wink, wink. You and your family will be... What is it? Like, what did she say? Madame Zeroni will be cursed for always and eternity. What's that song? What is that one song? If only the woodpecker sighed, the tree on the park was a song. This is good. If only. Funny. Is that one account? Yeah. Beth, you're gonna get blocked. First of all, I don't even know why you subscribe to me. You're in my comment section talking shit but pretending to be pleasant. A girl who literally got arrested for neglecting her child. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, what's that got to do with me? Block. You're literally the weirdo that's been messaging me. And not only that, you've been talking shit about Gaza, haven't you? I wouldn't be surprised. Aw, who is that says that? Aw, it's probably somebody's ex who is very mad that I talked shit about them on live. That's why they're making that account. Aw. Are you mad? Have you stopped being obsessed with my family? No, you have not. You're a very sad person. You do know that I know you work as security, right? I could get you fired from your job for harassing me. You know, I know where you work. And it's not wise to be harassing people when people know where you work. Not only that, you lied to the judge and said you worked with kids when you're not even supposed to be working with kids because you got fired for touching students. So I would suggest you stop making fake accounts before I report it to your job. Well, you lied under oath because you're the one that keeps making these accounts. Oh, you're getting blocked. Yeah, I found out you worked at security when you told the judge when I was in court with you that you worked with kids. You lied. Yep, that's who. She lied about where she worked because she told the judge she worked with kids. And I was thinking to myself, she's not supposed to work with kids because she has an ongoing investigation for touching the students and giving the students weed. And it's true because a coworker said there's proof. A coworker even responded to her and said that, don't lie, Angie, there's proof. There is literal proof that you did it. We have videos. Her own coworker. And what are you? You assault men too? You assault men too? Didn't you choke him over your dog? So I wouldn't even be talking if I was you. I would suggest you stop talking because I know where you work. I can get you fired. And not only that, you lied under oath and told the judge you was working with kids. Told the judge you was working with kids. You're the one. We're back. Sorry, guys. It always talks about, you know, there's no people here. So, first of all, Beth, I wouldn't even be talking. I would sit all the way down and shut all the way the fuck up because you're not really pleasant. And you have people in your comment sections believing you're pleasant and you're laughing behind the scenes. Thank you for the gift point. The fest cheers. Thank you. It is so crazy to me that you literally sit and pretend you're pleasant and think that it's funny. You are literally pretending to be a mother who neglected her child. Then you've been harassing me. That account that subscribed. That account that is subscribed. It's Best Got Talent. That's not pleasant. That pleasant Massey, that's not pleasant. That's somebody pretending to be pleasant, and their comment section is nothing but people believing that's pleasant. I thought it was pleasant. I literally thought it was pleasant. Because what happened is that I was going back and forth with them because I guess they were pretending like Pleasant was interested in my brother. Then someone told me that account went live. That's not Pleasant. That's somebody else. And I was like, oh. And then I called them out on it and they didn't say shit. They just keep on, and they have people in their comment sections believing that's them. And I literally said, you guys, this isn't Pleasant. That's what I literally said. I said, you guys, this account is literally not Pleasant. Okay, whatever. What does that got to do with me? Anyways, so then people in the comment section are attacking that account. And they think it's funny. There's nothing funny about stealing someone's identity and using them to get more hate. I don't like Pleasant. She's a horrible human being. And she deserves to be arrested for neglecting her child outside. But for you to use her to make money and say that you're not is crazy. Because there's no logical reason why you're pretending to be her unless you're getting paid from that account to make money. There's no logical reason. Because the fact that you're pretending to be her and making money and saying you're not is crazy. And they said in DMs, oh, well, no one's talking about me. This is my live. So why are you responding? I'm talking to Beth. I'm not talking to you. So clearly you don't give a fuck. And I would suggest you step aside. Like, if you're saying I'm not better, why the fuck did you subscribe to me, you stupid ass idiot? That doesn't make sense. Like, I always hate people that come in my live streams, start complaining, and then be like, oh my god, like, you're not any better. Well, then why did you subscribe to me, you dumbass? Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't subscribe to people that aren't any better. Wow. It doesn't make sense to me. I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about Pleasant. Move the fuck aside. Like, Jesus Christ. Are you still gonna bring up old shit from 2020 when the pandemic happened, but you don't bring up all the other fuck shit everybody else does? It's so fucking funny how no one holds everybody else accountable for their stupid ass shit. Like, it's always me. But I wasn't talking about me. Beth decided to subscribe to me, so I'm talking to that fake ass fucking account that sits here and talks shit on people of Gaza and has nothing but nasty shit to say, which I believe the person behind the account has to fucking be Jasmine, because Jasmine's the only person that talks shit about Gaza and made a whole fucking shirt trying to profit off of Gaza. That's the only person I could think of. Because who else would talk shit about Gaza? Who else? Oh, did I profit off Gaza? I didn't make money off of Gaza. I didn't even make a shirt. And literally I said I was going to tag an organization, but then I said I can't do that because it can't be a GoFundMe. It has to be a direct link. And I couldn't find a direct link. And some stuff has occurred. And the only thing I'm going to do is leave that family's GoFundMe link in my bio up, which I have a family that I was helping. And their GoFundMe link is in my bio. It's still there. It's still up if anyone wants to donate. And no, I don't fucking have to donate first. Do it or don't. No one's asking you to fucking donate. No one's forcing you to sit here and say, donate to the cause. It's beyond me when people say I have to fucking donate first. That's the reason why the movement is so fucked up. Because people that are not Palestinian people in America that were pushing for this movement expect black women and black people to do everything first before they fucking do anything. And it's so annoying. This is why black women gave up supporting the movement and the cause, because they got so fucking tired. That's why a lot of them, like one of them said they were going back to Starbucks because they got so pissed off at the people here, not in Palestine, but the people here that ruined the stupid movement by expecting black women to do anything first. I was going to make a Gaza t-shirt, and it's not because I couldn't do it because I couldn't find a link to link it, because it won't allow me to. You can't link a PayPal link. It has to be a direct link. I couldn't find one. I asked for help. Nobody helped me. Then all of this happened. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I need to do for myself. I've put so much fucking shit aside to repost about Gaza and do all this, but let a palm-colored person, because, you know, people get mad when I always bring up white tea people, but it's so fucking crazy. Let them not have to post nothing, and no one's down their stupid ass throats. I don't see anybody telling other large content creators, why haven't you posted about Gaza? They kiss and lick people's ass. All you guys do is lick ass. I support man beaters. Where did I say I support man beaters? Where did I say I support man beaters? Cause that's my brother, and I didn't say he didn't do it. I said whatever issues he has with his ex has nothing to do with me. So why should I have to care? You know what getting me involved got? It got me harassed by that stupid bitch that said she was going to have me jumped because I didn't do anything to her. That's where it got me. So I don't need to involve myself in shit that has nothing to do with me. I need to keep my black ass where it's at and mind my own black ass business. Unless it's something that I want to fucking talk about and give my opinion, then I will. Otherwise, I'm not going to stay in my black ass business then. I don't need to fucking insert myself where there doesn't need to be insertion. We need to stop okaying women beating men too. Because let's fucking talk about it. Why are we okaying her choking the fuck out of him? For no reason. And he was just hanging out in his car. And it was caught on camera by a worker. So why are we saying it's okay for women to beat men? Oh, she's better than me? At least I don't beat men. At least I don't choke men. At least I don't assault men. That's crazy. And then have it caught on camera. What? That's what people are justifying. They're saying it's okay for her to do it. Because why is she allowed to hit him, right? And nobody should be allowed to hit anybody. I'm not saying it's okay for anybody. Nobody should. But we're justifying women beating men. And it was literally caught on camera by a Whole Foods worker who literally is a witness and had to go to the court case. Now, I don't know. They were supposed to have a court case the past months ago. When after our court case, they were supposed to have one because me and my brother had a court case with her for the restraining order. And he had a court case coming up for that because they had to go to court because a Whole Foods worker caught her assaulting him over a dog that she didn't even take care of. It was literally over a dog she didn't take care of. And he said, no, if that guy's not with you, you can see your dog. Oh, he looks cracked out. That's a fucked up thing to say, considering the fact that we've already explained that. My father's not cracked out. He looks sick when he's not on his medication, which is his bipolar medication. He does not look like himself, nor does he act like himself, because mental illness does change people when they're not on their medication. You'll see a whole difference when he's on his medication versus when he's not off. So no, he's not on crack. He's just not on his medication. And maybe you should worry about yourself instead of worrying about other people. Thank you. Because I don't see y'all saying that Angie beats men in the live stream. I don't see you going to her fucking lives when she's live calling her an abuser to men. Thank you for the gift points. I don't see y'all saying shit like that. Y'all kiss her ass and then bring up me in the live stream so she can talk about me. That's what you do. You say, oh, she's talking about you. I watch the lives. I'm not stupid. I see the comment sections. Y'all be in there bringing me up, asking her questions because she lived with me. I don't see y'all bringing up why she got all these pets. I don't see y'all calling her an animal abuser. You don't. That's the crazy part about it. I know that someone sent me the video, but I didn't see it. Oh yeah, you would love a deadbeat mother talking about somebody. You know what's funny? Ashley's more concerned about other people than she is concerned about her kids. It's not funny to make jokes and laugh that your daughter's following in your footsteps by dating men that look like they're gonna go to prison. That was a messed up thing for her to say. It's like her daughter's boyfriend looks like he could end up in prison. What is wrong with that lady? Something's not right in the head with that lady. That's literally, I saw the video. She said it on live. She said her daughter's boyfriend looks like he could be an inmate one day. That's literally what she said. And people have the whole reason why I knew about her is because there's this whole other lady that she saw. I don't know if she followed because of Ashley Trevino. I don't think so. I think it's the original Inmate hopper. This lady is not an Inmate hopper. She is a very nice lady that had a conversation or tried to, talk to and get to know an inmate that she found in the paper. She wanted a pen pal. She took him home. She talked about I can't say because PG-13, what she did with the inmate, whatever. Anyways, it didn't really work out, but she was a very nice lady, and she's going viral for being the better version of Ashley Trevino, in a sense. The reason why I found out about Ashley Trevino is because I found out because she was the inmate hopper, and I found out she was contacting and trying to make pen pals with inmates in jail, and that she started dating these men. So I was like, okay, I didn't see anything wrong until I started seeing that she said the internet paid for her house. Her daughter was following in her footsteps. That's the second thing I saw, that basically her daughter was giving her phone number, giving the address where they live to inmates that she was talking to over the phone, that her daughter was having contact with inmates and giving the address out. I'm like, first of all, you don't care that your daughter's giving your address to inmates you don't even know because she's trying to get with inmates just like you? That's weird, right? And then all of this other stuff. Why do I don't owe Ashley an explanation of why I'm talking down on her. I want to be a mother one day. And anybody who is a fucked up mother does not need an explanation for me why I think it's fucked up. Because one day if I have kids, it's going to come to a point where people are going to falsely call CPS on me and say I'm abusing my kids. But you know what the fucked up thing about it is that's what I have to think about. Because people are going to do that shit to me for no reason. They're already called animal control because they claim that I abused my dog, but yet animal control found no abuse. And you know what? Even the Discord shared the email they received from animal control saying they found no signs of abuse and literally had the nerve to tell animal control, fuck you. And I have a screenshot of that. They said, fuck you to animal control. Why are you mad that animal control didn't find signs of abuse? That is so crazy to me. Like, it bothers me that people are so mad. Well, it doesn't bother me. But it's so stupid why people are so fucking mad at the fact that they didn't find no signs of animal abuse. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're so mad at the fact that animal control didn't find signs of abuse that you said fuck you to animal control? Yeah, that's very smart. I have to live with the fact that if I have children, I'm going to have to worry that someone's not going to falsely call CPS and say I abuse my children because they're going to say, oh, well, she abuses kids. I've always wanted to be a mother. I could not understand a mom going on live stream to make all this money to leave her kids without beds. I've watched growing up kids being abused. Trigger warning. Where I lived, these poor boys were being abused and there was nothing I could do about it because I was young at the time. I was a teenager. CPS does not help these people. CPS does not care about these children. CPS doesn't care about anything that has to do with kids, and yet you guys still falsely call CPS on people that are not hurting their kids, thinking that CPS is going to help, but only put them right back into a home that's going to be much worse than the home that they are already in. It doesn't make sense. I had an incident, okay, right? Xavier, I think his name was Xavier. There was this little boy and his two brothers, Isaiah, I can't remember. Their mom was dating a guy and their mom was always drunk. We used to go over to the neighbors because I was a teenager at the time, and the neighbors, she used to have a trampoline. We used to go jump on her trampoline. We used to go inside and play on her Wii and play games and stuff, right? Me and my brother, because my brother made friends with her little brother. And this girl's dad, I don't know what type of money he was making, but he had one of those like old Cadillacs. It was like blue, but he had bands, and I'm talking stacks of money. My family believed, because there was people going in and out of the house a lot. There was people in and out of there. They believed he was selling substances. I don't know, but from what they witnessed, because there was a lot of people going in and out of the house. Anyways, this girl was so spoiled. One time we went to her birthday party. She was so spoiled that she cried because she didn't get something she wanted. And I guess someone that knew her saw that and they bought it for her. And they gave it to her as a birthday gift for her birthday. Anyways, we would go to her house and we would play or jump on the trampoline. And then Xavier's brothers would come. Xavier, he would get mad, right? Anytime he wasn't allowed to do something, he would be like, well, I'm going to go tell mom. And they got it very badly. It was sad, the way their mother treated them. And I remember one time, their mom came barreling to our door drunk. And she was pounding on the door, screaming, yelling, drunk. She crashed into the garage because you could see where the garage was dented because she drove drunk. Trigger warning. She was banging on the door and my mom was telling her, like, go home, just go home. She got mad at because I guess Xavier has said we did something to him, which we didn't. He's one of those kids that says that people do something to, like, they did something to me and they didn't. He even falsely accused his brothers because he knew that his mother would side with him because he was kind of like the favorite kid, and his brothers got, I can't say the word abused very badly, very, very badly. So then, Xavier was that type of kid that would just make claims and just say, they did something to me when they didn't. So his mom came pounding on the door, screaming, yelling. She was drunk. You could tell she was drunk. And my mom just kept telling her, go home. Just go home. Just leave us alone. Just go home. Because she wouldn't stop. We were living in a gated community at that time. And so she just didn't stop. I don't know whatever happened. I saw him on the bus once, but I was like, man, I hope those kids got away, because there's no point in calling CPS because they really don't care about kids. And those kids would have just went to another home to go through the same thing that they're going through at that home. It wouldn't make any sense. You know, I've just always seen neglectful parents all my life that it just, it bothers me, because me wanting to be a mother and seeing some lady on here who makes loads of money not providing beds for her children pisses me off. When I see her talk about SA victims saying how they need to speak up right away and that they shouldn't wait to speak up, bothers me, because I was an SA victim that didn't speak up because I didn't fully understand what happened to me until people had mentioned what SA was. And to me, being 10 years old, I can't consent to someone who was in middle school or possibly high school touching a 10-year-old, trigger warning. And, I didn't process that until, I was on social media, and then I was like, yeah, that happened to me. Some people don't process it right away, and that's what's fucked up. And then you have people on the internet saying, well, that didn't happen. And the only reason why I didn't speak up is because, well, I knew I could always go to my family. That was one thing right away. But I was afraid because I thought my mom and my dad would blame me if I told them what happened. They would say it was my fault, even though I knew I should have known, they wouldn't have. But that was my mindset at the time, was like, I'm going to get blamed for this because I'm 10. I don't know any better. And it just fucked up that I had to go through that. It's just fucked up. I'm not crying, sorry, my nose is running because it's a little cold out. But anyways, it's just so fucked up to hear Ashley talk about how victims need to talk sooner when you just try to lick someone's neck and harass them. Like, like, saying that victims need to speak right away is so crazy, considering that I didn't speak up. My family still doesn't know what happened, because, people ran to go tell my mom, and it's just like, my mom never fucking knew. And it just pisses me off that people don't, I knew it was horrible coming to the internet, because I knew people was going to run and say something to my mother, but it's just like, my mom never fucking knew. That's the crazy part about it, is that it was not your story to tell to anybody, especially to someone's mother that didn't even know. That's just the fucked up part about it. In my time, I could have told my mother, I could have been like, hey, this happened to me. Not you, but it's just so fucked up how people treat SA victims. There is no way I could have consented. Even if I said yes to someone that was a lot older than me, that doesn't mean that it's consent. It's just crazy, Dang it, my nose. It's just real crazy how people treat SA victims, and it fucking sucks. Like, someone was just laughing, and it's like, what's so fucking funny? You know what's funny about that? I got sexualized when I was 10. Really badly. By older boys, and it was not funny. Just because I was more developed than other girls. Because I had a bigger bust than a lot of girls, I got sexualized really badly. A lot when I was younger. Somebody said haha. I saw it. That account said haha. Somebody did say haha, and it's not funny. When there is a serious topic being talked about, why are you saying haha? That's not funny. Yes, they did. I'll scroll up and I'll tell you who said it. Someone did say haha, and I'm not stupid because I read it. And I'm pretty sure it was Laura. I'm not dumb. I saw haha. Okay, I know what I read. See, I told you it was Laura. Laura said ha 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 ha. Tophia, you victim shame people too, and you think you want sympathy. That's what someone said. And then Lauren started laughing. Okay, thank you. You don't believe me? Okay, well, let me show you. Because you don't believe me. Well, okay, now I'm going to show you. And when I show you this, you better owe me an apology. Okay. And actually, let me show you the comment that says, well, no, I can't scroll up, but hold on. Excuse me. Let me go here. Is that or does that not look like Lauren saying ha ha ha? Mind you, I'll turn the comments off so you can read it perfectly fine. Let me do that. Hold on. Let me turn the comments off because, you know. Is that not Lauren saying ha 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 while I'm talking about being essayed? Is that not? And the comment before that says, how do I expect to get sympathy? Do I talk about essay to get sympathy, or am I talking to maybe help people or younger people because I didn't speak up? Because maybe someone else might speak up. It's okay to speak up. Sometimes I can't tell you about your situations and how your parents treat you because I don't know what your parents are like. If you feel comfortable to speak up, speak up. Don't be afraid. But some parents will blame the kid and say it's their fault. I can't sit here and say that's not going to happen because it's happened several times to young kids who have tried to speak up and have been shamed and blamed and told it's their fault. It's not your fault. It's not. You didn't ask for that. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve what happened to you. You could have not consented. It was not okay. I thought it was okay. I was 10. I didn't know any better. I was one of those people. You know, and what really makes me kind of upset, and I'm not crying, is the fact that they could have did this to somebody else. Which actually, I think one time I did hear, trigger warning, they did it to their cousin. I didn't get justice. I'll never get justice. It's too late. Thank you for the gift points, because sometimes in some states the statute of limitations, I think is what it is called, if it's like been years after, the statute of limitations states that you can't do anything, even though if you realize when you're 40 and you want to do something, you can't. That's kind of the thing that sucks, but that's the law, and no one deserves that. You don't have to speak up right away. Don't let people tell you that you need to speak up right away or else it didn't happen. We know what happened. We went through it. No one else has lived through the trauma. Thank you for the gift points. And the hurt that you faced. No one can tell you how to feel about your situation except yourself. You know how to feel, especially for some of us that can't receive therapy, can't afford therapy, or their insurance doesn't cover it, or can't heal from this. It's hard for people to heal. Things constantly remind them. It'll be the slightest thing that you encounter that reminds you of what you went through. You have to process that. And you still have to live through it if you don't seek therapy or help because you can't afford it. And it's people like Laura that thinks essay is funny, and then people making excuses, and then that other comment. You are defending a girl who lied. You are literally defending a girl who lied about what happened to her because she didn't want to admit she was cheating on my brother. And what pisses me off is that I have to relive this over and over again. I have to beat myself up because I could have prevented someone else from going through what I went through. I was 10. I could have stopped that person from possibly hurting and harming other people. Other young children just like me. I didn't speak up because I was too afraid that I would get blamed. And I know my parents would have never, now I know, like my parents would have never got mad at me, but I was just afraid. I was afraid. You know? And I want other people to have the strength to speak up because we don't get that. And when people tell you have to speak up right away, that doesn't help victims. I don't owe someone an apology who is a shitty ass human being. Why should I owe an explanation to someone who treats their kids like trash? Who literally comes on the app and treats essay victims like shit? Who literally talks shit on people and is more worried about people talking shit about them and their image than they are literally being a fucking better person? When I said I wanted to be a better person, people still didn't give a fuck. I have to relive my traumas over again because people think that I being a 10-year-old that I have to go through that. They don't care. They don't care. People said I deserved it at 10. That's what it sounds like. When you're literally justifying a girl who lied. Mind you, because I knew this girl most of my fucking life. I knew this girl for most of my life. When she was in high school dating my brother. And you want to act like I don't know this girl in person. And let's stop with the personally stupid quote shit that I don't want to hear. Thank you for the gift points. Because I'm so sick and tired of people making jokes when I talk about serious subjects. Okay, I'm very passionate about things that happen to people because it's happened to a lot of people that I know. And I'm tired of people coming on this app lying to y'all for sympathy because they want you to feel sorry for them. Thank you for the gift points. Because they are a fucked up person in real life. Their parents want nothing to do with them. Their step-parents want nothing to do with them. Their brothers, their sisters want absolutely nothing to do with them. That should tell you something. Never has my mother not wanted anything to do with me, nor my father. People are just taking advantage of the fact that he has mental illness to say, look, he's resharing this stuff. He is not well. So why do you keep fucking with him? Leave him alone. I'm so sick and tired of people being shitty to me for no fucking reason. While this girl is actively harassing me in DMs and constantly fucking messaging me when I have not said shit to her. And then when I finally fucking address her because people bring up old shit, it pisses me off because she keeps messaging me and harassing me. Thank you for the gift points. Talking about how she would pay Jake Paul to beat my ass. And I was like, because I made a post saying I hope that Mike Tyson knocks out Jake Paul. And she literally responded to that. It had nothing to do with her. She keeps making these stupid... Then the only reason why she's not blocked, so I can have proof that she's harassing me. I'm not even responding to her. I haven't even fucking responded to her. She's talking to herself. It is so crazy that people are siding with her and saying, we feel sorry for you when she's lying to you. You know what bothers me? Is that poor dude is being labeled a rapist by her, which he knows because, I was going to say he didn't know, but he knows it's online. It's literally being labeled that by her because she doesn't want to admit she was cheating. So she would rather have this innocent man be labeled that than to be truthfully honest. You go that low and that far to lie on a man because you don't want to admit you was cheating when all along, and she did finally admit to my mom not too long ago when she got into it with us very badly when I think we were going through that restraining order where she said, yeah, and I did cheat on your son. Oh, it took you that now? But you won't come forward and say, hey guys, I lied on this guy. You don't want people to know you lied because you know exactly what you would get. The treatment that I'm getting for telling the truth. I don't know. I don't know how you could live with yourself lying on a man like that. I don't know. To me, it's just messed up. Thank you for the gift points. Imagine defending someone who's lying on a man and you guys think you feel sorry for her. I have been going through it with this chick for years and I have done fucking nothing to her. I have not said anything rude to her. I have not been nasty towards her. I've been welcoming towards her because she was with my brother. So I said, you know what? Good. I thought, oh, well, he's dating someone, great. I didn't say not a single nasty thing towards her, but she always constantly has nasty stuff to say about my mother and about this and about that. It's giving resentment because you never had your real mother in your life. You hate people that have loving parents. That's what it was giving, because you were raised by adoptive parents who truly love you, but you don't love them enough. They're elderly and you're saying they need to clean your fucking room because why? It's their house. They need to do it. Your room is always trashed and you say you can't clean because you go to work? What kind of fucking excuse is that? Show everybody your room when you go live and stop going live in the dark. That's the reason why she goes live in the dark. She doesn't want you to see how nasty her bed is. Because it's dirty black. From cat shit, piss shit. And she has the nerve to come home after not paying rent under her parents' roof to sit there and say, hey, you know what? You need to clean my room. I don't pay rent. I live here rent free, but you need to clean my room. How fucking old are you? You're 3 fucking years older than me. Younger than me. I'm 30. You are 26 fucking years old, sitting at your mom's fucking house, saying that they need to clean your room. They need to clean my room because I don't need to fucking clean it. And they give you a free place to live. Rent free. And you want to sit here and go along with people talking shit about how I don't pay rent when you lived at the apartment with us not paying rent. And I was being told that I needed to help my family out to pay rent. And I was like, why the fuck do I get told that I have to pay rent when this chick is not paying rent? But I'm not going to say anything because, yes, of course you had a job, but you got to go do exciting things. Like go to round one and fucking blow your money and not have to pay rent. Well, I'm trying to sit at home to try to figure out how I can be successful to buy a fucking house, but yet you're going to blow your money on stupid shit, going out to eat all the fucking time. You know, my family provided her meals. She could have ate. No one was depriving her, but no, they want to go spend all this money at Whataburger and go out to eat all the time. I wish I had that fucking luxury and live at someone's house rent free and not have to pay rent. That is so crazy. I'm the one that gets told that I have to pay bills, but that person is literally at home right now, not paying her parents' bills, not even paying anything. The only thing which I'm fucking pissed off at is the fact that I fell behind on my fucking phone bill because these two idiots did not tell me, hey, we can't pay the bill. Can you take up the bill? I'm $1,000 behind on a fucking phone bill. Now I have to be on a prepaid because nobody told me they couldn't pay the bill. Irresponsible people. You could have at least said, hey, we can no longer pay your bill. Can you pay it? I would have gladly paid my bill. Here I was trying to catch up and I got so far fucking behind, I couldn't catch up. Thanks a lot. And the bill was in their name. And it pisses me off that she didn't even have the decency to say, hey, you know, can you pay the bill? No, you just stuck me with a bill far fuck behind that I couldn't even pay it. Bro. It just pisses me off that people don't act like fucking adults. This is why I don't fucking... That's why I will never have a fucking roommate. That's why I will never ever share a fucking bill with anyone again. And not even share. My phone bill was a free. That phone that she stole and broke was the phone that they got for free. With one free line. And my brother gave it to me because they were going to give it to my mom. And then he gave it to me because that's when I went to the BTS concert. And since I was traveling to go to concerts, he was like, you need a way to contact us. So I'll give you the phone because you're out there a lot. You do a lot more and you're going to need the phone to contact us. And I was like, okay. So here I was with this free phone line, which I was thankful for, mind you. I was thankful because I got this free line. But not have the decency to say, hey, I can't pay the phone bill. Can you do it? And when my brother finally said something, you know, like, well, we kept falling behind. And when he's the only one who said, hey, like, I can't pay the bill. Like, I said, I'll take it. But it was too behind to even catch up. This girl is so fucking irresponsible. She hasn't even paid a $2,000 bill in damages at a place that she owns. She would rather be homeless instead of fix herself to get a place. You ruined your name. Now you can't rent anywhere because you owe $2,000. Why don't you tell people about how you are on a do not rent list at a Seagull Select because you yourself fucked up their place with cat litter and your animals. And you got my brother put on a do not rent list because he was renting with you to help your ass have a place. There's so much fucking shit she doesn't tell you that she wants to come on the internet and play Miss Innocent when she's not. The very same guy that she lied on was the very same guy that she tried to unalive, trigger warning, his cat by throwing it at the wall because she was mad at him. And I know for a fact because she was already hitting her dog Princess. Even my brother witnessed that. But she's not going to tell you guys that. That poor dog ran to her door from our room and was crying. And she would just not fucking care. That dog loved me more than it loved you because it was used to me because we took care of her puppy more than she did. When I went over because we had to watch her pets because she got sick, okay? And I believe she has asthma like my mom. She got really sick. She said she didn't know who she was going to go to the emergency room. Finally, she went. We were there till 1 a.m. watching her freaking dog, right? And this dog came and sat right next to me and wouldn't leave. All the animals came to me. That's how crazy it was. This dog sat next to me. And I'm looking at this dog and I felt so bad because I knew this dog did not want to go with her. But we couldn't take a pet because we were in a situation ourselves. We couldn't have a pet. And it's so crazy that people sit here and don't see this shit. And the only reason why I don't pull on my phone and fucking film shit is because people, like, I already knew people would be like, well, why are you filming her? Like, you're so weird for that. But you have to see proof with your own eyes to see what's happening. And no one says shit. No one's in her comment section giving her all this shit about her neglecting her pets or any fucking thing like that. Because I see the comment section when she goes live. It's always mentioning me, even though she's not talking about me. And she was advised by the judge to not talk to me or talk about me, and yet she still messaged me even though she was advised by the judge. The only reason why I'm mentioning her is because she fucking started. Again. It's crazy. I have to deal with a physical stalker in real life because she don't know how to leave my family alone. It's fucking weird. And no one has the decency to call her an animal abuser. And I showed physical photo proof and evidence. You know what happened? It got taken down for bullying and harassment. Bullying and harassing who? Bullying and harassing who? That's wild. Let me turn the comments back on. And let me change the green screen. Oh, I made a bunch of shirts. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me, put my green screen back on and do something real quick. I had to, I don't know if we're back. I'm back. I had to do something. Yeah, she has a place to live with her mother because she's not paying rent. She has a place, but imagine having a place and not paying rent. And she barely has a place because I'm pretty sure her mom is mad that she's there with the cats. She wants to have no place for cats that she don't even take care of in the first place. Like, yeah, but me, right? When I had a place and I was living with my family, oh, I'm supposed to be fucking paying rent. How come it's not the other way around when it's her? How come nobody says to her that she needs to be paying rent? How come nobody is saying that, why aren't you paying rent? She's old enough. She's 26. There is no excuse. She works. What excuse does she have? It's the hypocritical shit. What I want you to do is stop being hypocritical. That's what I want you to do. People attacked me for living with my parents and not paying any bills, but no one ever fucking came at her considering the fact that she lived with us and did not pay any bills while I was told to pay bills. That's the crazy shit. Is that people came at me while she was laying in the other room not paying any bills, and I'm like, why the fuck do I gotta help pay bills? This girl didn't have to help pay bills. It's fucking crazy. People are just literally hypocritical. I did pay rent. I did pay rent. When you're saying I couldn't pay rent, I did pay rent. What do you think I was paying all this fucking time? We had to pay $400 a week. I helped out when I could. What are you fucking talking about? I couldn't pay rent. My brother said he was going to take over the rent. So he did, while I paid the other bills, which was storage, the phone bill, and the internet. I took up the other bills. Then he said he couldn't pay because he had a payment issue. That the rent and why we're in this situation had nothing to do with me. It was because of the rent issues from where he was getting paid. It was the payment issues where he was getting paid. He didn't get paid on time like he was supposed to. What does that got to do with me? I paid the money that I got, that I made and earned from social media, went to the rent. So I didn't have any money left over because it went to the other bills too. When the time came to pay the rent, I couldn't help him because my money had already went to last week's rent because we were paying weekly. He had payment issues, which wasn't even our fault. You know, it's funny how people say, get a job, they say, but then you have shit like this where you don't get paid on time. People got bills they gotta pay. It's so fucking crazy that it's my fault. We got evicted because they had issues of payment of rent. That I just fucking told you that he didn't get paid on time. Do you not listen? Do you not listen? We were paying daily. That's what we were paying. We were trying to pay by the day to continue to keep the place. We couldn't keep the place because he had issues with his payment. I was not paying the rent anymore. He took over the rent because I was paying the other bills. I was paying our phone bill, which I'm still paying, and I was paying the internet, which I'm not paying because we cannot use the internet. And I was also paying for storage. Do you know what storage is? Do you know how storage gets paid? Okay, it doesn't miraculously get paid. I was paying it. Jesus Christ. I just explained why I was not paying the rent anymore because my brother said he would pay it. He decided to take over the rent. I didn't ask him to. I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him. That is crazy. Like it's always my fault when, you know what is so messed up is that I have very supportive family members and how people are so mad that my family is willing to help out when they need to, and we all help each other out. But people are so mad that they expect me to do everything, that just because your family won't help pay your rent while you pay bills, and you're mad because you don't have family members that would help you, you have to do everything yourself. That's what is very much giving, because my brother chooses to help out my family so much. We all help each other out. Me and my brother. My mom does not get disability like people say, oh, we were taking her disability check. My dad no longer got his disability check. Surprise, surprise, because if he did, we wouldn't be here now, would we? Well, we tried to get him on his disability, and, you know, it's hard when he's on his medication. So the first thing we have to do is get him on his medication and then get him back on his disability. But yet, somehow, I'm a horrible human being because I'm not doing enough. I need to pay the rent. Thank you for the gift points. Whoa, thank you for that. I love the hamster. I need to pay the rent and all the bills myself. I have to do everything. That's so crazy to me that people literally sit here because I didn't pay the... God, people are idiotic. Do you know how stupid people are? People are stupid. Oh. If I'm telling you that we're on a do not rent list because they had issues with rent payment, what the fuck does that tell you? You're saying, so I didn't pay the rent. Why would I expect to be paying the rent when my brother said he would take up the rent? What kind of idiotic shit is that? Obviously, I didn't pay the rent because I was not expected to. The only thing I'm expected to pay is the other fucking bills. Use your common sense. Jesus Christ. People are... I'm not even going to say that. That's internalized ableism, and I'm not even going to go there with that one. I was gonna say something, but I better not do it. The lack of educational skills is very much there. Clearly, you don't know how shit works. I don't know what to tell you. I don't live with a roommate where I have to pay half the rent. I live with someone where I have to pay the other bills and they pay the rent. You know, and it wasn't a roommate, it was family. So why would I be expected to help with rent $400 and then the other bills don't get paid? Does that sound like common sense to you? Because that sounds very stupid to me, to have to pay the rent instead of the other bills. Then we wouldn't have had a phone bill. Make that make sense. Oh, my thing is back here somewhere. I put it back here. Wow. What bills do I have? Well, I had the internet, which was $80. That was the internet box we had in our room because I needed the internet because the hotel internet was horrible. And my mom needed internet because we had to cut off her phone bill because it was too expensive. You know, we had an issue. Anyways, so I was paying my phone bill and my brother's phone bill. And then I also was paying storage, which is like $180. So that alone is like $200. And then on top of that, I had to pay another $80 to this phone bill because it's unlimited data. Unlimited data, calling, text, it's unlimited everything. On top of that, because that's not the only thing, I was paying the rent whenever I got paid. So that's like $400. So right there, that's about like over $600+ in bills because it's $400 a week. And to give my brother a rest and have a break, I paid 1 week because that's all I could afford. I couldn't afford to pay more than that. With the money I had, I probably could have paid for 2 weeks. But I had bills, you know, because I have the phone bill, the internet bill, and storage. And not only that, well, it's not a bill because technically we had Walmart Plus. So I was paying for that too so we could have our groceries delivered. I'm not saying that's all I could afford. I'm saying that on top of the $400 a week rent, and I literally told my mom that we couldn't do it anymore because it's too much. Rather than paying $400 weekly, I would have rather paid a whole month somewheres. It would have been a lot cheaper, but then I realized we couldn't do that because my father could have not lived with us because he's on a do not rent list. We have to go through the process with legal aid and see if legal aid will be able to help us or not. And I can't do that till my father is well enough to work with legal aid to get his name cleared, which even if he's well enough, I don't know if he's going to work with legal aid to get his name cleared. He's going to think that he can do it himself and get into a place himself, and we're screwed. And on top of that, right, I told my mom when we get this house, I don't know what we're going to do because my concerns are my father's going to go back. My father's going to go back to his old ways, even if he's well, and start saying, look, I bought this house. It's my house. And start sharing it. And then he's going to dox us and we're going to be put in this situation. I'm like, I cannot go to a place where my life is going to be jeopardized again. And I'm going to be put in the situation to be doxed again. We have to have some sort of plan. We don't have a plan. And I'm not going to tell him he can't live there if he's going to dox us. I just can't. But to me, I have to worry about my safety as number one priority. I already know what's going to go down. I already know that. You know? I know what's going to happen. I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place. People don't realize my whole life is based off of how my family is. I have to be in situations for them, or else I could have been in a place. People don't realize that I was looking at places while I was at the other apartment to move on my own. People don't realize that. People think that I wanted to live with my family forever. I lived on my own twice and I loved it. I lived in a studio. I had my own studio. And I also lived in the dorm. I don't want to live with my family forever. I was working on getting a place until all of this happened. I wanted to have my own place, make my content, get the fuck out of people's way, and not have to worry about being harassed. Because at least if people saw I had a place, they would be like, she's doing something for herself. It's hard because people don't know what it's like to have a father with mental illness and have to go through all of this while the internet says I'm not doing enough where we've tried. And we literally just talked to a caseworker the other day who is thankfully going to help us. It just sucks. It doesn't work as fast as people think it should work. I can only do so much. I cannot be taking on the stress and the struggles of taking care of someone who is grown. My parents are grown. My brother is grown. Why should I have to be expected to take care of them? Someone in the comment section, which I choose to do that. And I'm not saying I don't want to. I choose to do that. But the thing that bothers me the most is that people expect me when someone said she doesn't have to take care of her parents. They're old enough to take care of themselves. And that person's right. But when it comes to any other person who lives with their parents that doesn't pay rent, no one says anything to them. I'm not schizophrenic, but whatever. Do you even know what schizophrenic is? Schizophrenic is paranoia. That's like thinking the government's out to get you, which is why sometimes he doesn't take his medication, because he thinks the government's poisoning his medication. Schizophrenia is thinking that everyone's out to get you, like the government, the president, the police. That's why he doesn't do good with police when he's on his medication. So, yeah. No, I'm not paranoid. So I don't know why they're saying I'm schizophrenic. I'm not paranoid. The only thing that I do have to worry is because someone might see me or might show up or might harass me because I'm, because online people have made threats, which I have to take these threats seriously. I can't laugh them off, even though I know that they're not really going to do that. But, someone just made a threat. They DM'd my mom a threat, and I told her, Mom, I just don't want to see that, please, for like my mental health. I do not want to see that because, they can make these threats all they want and say, well, if you block me, if you call the police, if you do this, like, I'm so tired of people making these disgusting threats. I can't share that because I'm not going to risk my monetization anymore on Instagram. It's really affected me in the situation now because I'm not making money from Instagram because of some idiot who told me to harm myself. That's not doing me any good. I'm missing out on money because of them. And I'm not going to jeopardize my situation for these people anymore. And it's crazy. Like, I do have to take these threats seriously, even though I know they're really not going to do anything. But I'm not paranoid in the sense of like how schizophrenic people are paranoid. You don't even know what paranoia is. You don't even know what schizophrenic people are. To literally put that on me and say I'm bipolar like my dad is crazy. When I talk about stuff that is actually happening and actually being documented and is actually out in the world, like the government being screwed up. We're watching it in real time. Schizophrenic people and people who have bipolar schizophrenia are the type of people who talk about crazy, wild conspiracy theories that to you, it seems crazy. To me, it seems crazy. There's things that I've heard my father say that are crazy. That I had to stand there and listen for an hour because I didn't have a choice or I would have got yelled at. People don't know just what I had to go through. I had to stay up till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, having to hear him go on a rant. Mind you, while the neighbors were concerned we were in danger at our old apartment because he sat there and he had to sit there while he's hollering to nobody because he thought he was talking to all of America from the living room. And I had to sit there and for hours, I couldn't go to sleep because he woke us up dead in the middle of our sleep while my brother's got to go to work. And we're having to sit there. We can't just up and leave because that's not how it works. You've never had to live with someone with mental illness to understand exactly what I had to go through. And I'm not blaming him. It's hard because mental illness is something that you can't just turn the switch off and be like, hey, don't be like that. I have to understand that it's not his fault. And it stemmed from something that happened to him. He wasn't born like that. It was caused by somebody. And I have to be patient, understanding. And I understand more than people would understand. And I wish people would pick up a book and read about bipolar and mental illness because there's more people on this app than popular people that deal with bipolar that you probably wouldn't even believe they had bipolar. There's large content creators that struggle with mental illness, and I know exactly how they feel because I live with somebody like that. And a lot of you guys don't pick up books and educate yourselves. And I really wish you would, so you could take the time to understand just how my father really is. He doesn't mean the stuff he does. He can't help it. And it's hard to keep him on his medication when he has schizophrenia because he believes the government is poisoning him. They over-medicated him at the VA to the point where he was sick to his stomach. And it's crazy. You know, and that's the only place we have to get help, though. And I can't just say, like, hey, you know, it's just a lot. And I really wish people would take the time to understand. There are people who have family members that are like my father, that understand better than most people on the internet do, saying, I understand exactly what you're going through, because I have family members like that. And how it hurts me when they get upset when people talk about mental illness like it's some joke and make fun of my father, when they know exactly how their family members are, and it's not only affecting me, it's affecting them. And yet people want to sit here and say that I'm playing the sympathy card. It's not easy. Kim couldn't get Kanye to go get help. What makes you think I can? What makes you think we can just trick him into going in there? Kim and her sisters tricked Kanye to flying somewhere to get him help, get him on his medication because he's bipolar and he went off. You don't understand. I understand exactly what she was going through. It's crazy. If Kim couldn't do it, what makes you think me, as a regular bystander, could do it? We're trying the best that we can. Whenever someone cries neglect by the doctors, or they're not getting the right kind of treatment, everyone would dap them up. Well, not dap them up, but literally be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But for me, it's like I'm not doing enough, even though I don't have the control. I'm not a doctor. If I was, I would have already had him on his medication. I'm not Superman. I can't just make things happen. I'm not like some superhero that could put on this cape and be like, let me, it's hard. It is hard. On top of everything else that I had to do, I had to be home. I couldn't have a job. I had to make sure my family was okay. You know, 1 minute, you don't know what you're going to get. Bipolar is something where people have mood swings. 1 minute, someone's nice. The next minute, they're lashing out. Here I am, me and my brother are almost having to walk the streets at 3 a.m. because we're locked out of our house because we got into a big old argument with my father. And I can't explain that to the internet because then they're going to say it's my fault. You know, I was on live stream till the next day, till the sun came up. And here my father comes screaming at me and people are screen recording thinking it's just a fucking joke. But I get the police called on me and then have to be told that he was going to throw me out because I didn't throw his trash that he collected from his room that was his trash, that I didn't go take his trash and throw it even though it was his. And then having to deal with all those boxes on the floor because somebody, and I know who it was, that didn't like me, sent about like 200 mailer boxes to my door. This mailman is carrying all these boxes to the door, and then here I am, mid-live stream, having to carry, me and my mom carry all these boxes inside because he said take them inside, and just decided to use them, stuck them to the wall, laid all the boxes on the floor because that's what people with bipolar tend to do. They're kind of like hoarders in a sense of not like messy hoarders. They collect a lot of things. My dad collected things. It wasn't trash. He was in the military, so he was disciplined. Everything had to be clean. But at that time, I was dealing with depression because I had a depression room. I'm not going to lie, my room wasn't trashed, but I had a depression room. Because, you know, I would drink water bottles, and I had a whole mountain of water bottle pile of empty plastic bottles, because sometimes it got to a point where I couldn't get out of bed anymore. Here I am, having to go to the doctors and come home because I almost died, and have to worry that I'm going to come home to something because my father's sick. I literally the day I was going to BTS, we had a whole incident. He took everything, including he took this table I had. My grandmother gave it to me before she died. And I said, "Can I have that table?" She was like, "Sure." And my mom went and said, she told him, she was like, because he was throwing stuff away. And then she said, "Well, if our stuff is garbage, then why don't you throw that away?" Because he took the table away from me because he needed it. So he has a habit of when he sees stuff, he says, "Mine." And I said, "Mom, that was the table that Grandma gave us." She was like, "Oh." And that day he had thrown it in the trash. But mind you, I had a sewing machine, a real nice sewing machine. And he said that was trash, and he took it to throw it in the trash. And I couldn't stop him because I was getting ready to get my cab to go see BTS. And I'm like, I'm not going to worry about a sewing machine when I paid to have my ticket renewed, and I'm going to go see BTS. I'm not even going to stress about what's going on right now. My mom had a Beatles book that went to the trash. My Pokemon cards almost went to the trash, and I screamed at him because that was my $100 Pokemon card, because it was by the computer. It was stacked by the computer. Mind you, the desk that he gave me to use, he said you could use it because it broke, but he couldn't move it, so he had to leave it there. And so he said, "You know what, you can use it." So I had my stuff there, and because he saw it there, he said it was trash, and he started throwing a lot of our stuff. Mind you, my brother had a computer he threw off the balcony because he was mad. And I said, "Oh no," because my mom was telling me while I was in Vegas, and I thought he threw the Mac computer that I was using, and it wasn't. But, here I am having to process the loss of my stuff, because this is stuff like that sewing machine was real nice for $10. There was a lady downstairs that always used to have a yard sale. I had to come home and see what he took out of my room and tried to claim was trash, and say, "Well, I'm throwing that even though it was in my room." I had to process some of the stuff that I lost, because I almost lost things. I thought I lost these photos that someone sent me. I had to go through a lot. It's just stuff like that. One day you wake up and he's like, "That's trash, throw it away." And it's good, but his stuff was never trash, and I can't fault him for that because it's not his fault. He wasn't well. He wasn't on his medication. A lot of furniture and stuff was put out there, and the only thing I had left practically of my grandmother was that table, because I didn't have anything else. My uncle was an asshole, so we couldn't go back and get anything. We couldn't go back and get stuff from her house after she died, even though it's in the will that my uncle said, "If you want to go get stuff, go get it. Don't let him tell you. And if he refuses to let you have it, tell me, and I'll make sure you get your stuff." I have like one baby picture from there, maybe. You know, pictures, my pictures and stuff. The angel stuff that my grandma gave me, it was a ceramic angel, and the it's like, I guess it's a very popular image of an angel, and then there's two little kids crossing the bridge. She gave that to me. Her jewelry, she said, if I have any like expensive jewelry, any jewelry left, because I used to love to go through her jewelry, she said, I'll give it to you. Mind you, she didn't have any because obviously my cousin took it and stole it for weed. But you know, it's just like, I held on to this quarter. I held on to this quarter because that was in the hospital when she was dying. I kept the soda can because, you know, I remember drinking the soda, you know, when I went over, because I remember going over to her house, and, you know, she would be like, oh, have a snack, like, eat something, and I'll be like, no, it's okay, I miss going to visit her, you know? It's a lot of stuff that I went through, and in the process, you know, when she was dying, I remember we were getting ready to go, and it was so bad with my dad at home because, you know, his bipolar was so bad. He wasn't well that one of us had to stay behind. We all couldn't be there. So if my grandma passed away, I ended up, because they were like, you went, now it's like your mom's turn, because my brother would take us, and I'm like, but if my grandma passes away, I'm not there. Like, you know, she had to pass away without me. That was my thought. And then having to be told, well, can you stop and get cigarettes? And my grandma's dying in the hospital. Like, it's not an insensitive thing. It's just hard because it's trying to understand someone with bipolar that, you know, if he was well, he would have understood. And having to go through something like that, you know? Thankfully, we were all there when my grandma passed, because when she passed away, it was at her house, but she was sick a week before she passed away. She was sick for a whole week, and my uncle never took her. And I don't know, my mom believes whatever. And I told her I don't think that, but it's her, it's whatever she wants to think. If she thinks that, maybe it's best that, you know, I'm not going to argue with her. But it's just a lot that I've had to process. It's just way more than I can tell the internet, because they would assume, you know, certain things. They don't understand someone with bipolar like I understand, because I lived with him, because he was my father. He's not my stepfather. He gave birth to me. You know? When my mom first found out was 1994. And if it hadn't been for her, he wouldn't be on medication to get help for bipolar. He wouldn't even know what he had. And it's because of him. It's because of us he's alive. And he's literally told us that. I'm not even going to say it. It's just frustrating, and I wish people would just understand people's situation before they just start hating on somebody. I've taken care of my family a lot more than people think I have. I always have. But when I see other people not doing nothing, and it's the same people that are being like, yeah, we like you, and it's the same people talking shit about me online that don't do nothing, it just bothers me. It's okay for them to not help their family, but when it comes to me, if I don't do it, I get attacked online, and it's crazy to me. You know, I just don't know. Nothing I ever do is good enough. I pay rent. I pay bills. That's not good enough. well, how come you couldn't afford the, like, anybody can afford rent at an apartment and then not be able to afford rent. Like, there are lots of reasons why people could afford rent and then can no longer afford rent. Why does someone have to go into detail with you about how they can't afford rent? I could have still had the money to afford rent one week and not be able to afford it the next week. It's just so frustrating. That's real life. And that's the stuff that people don't want to talk about because they act like, well, if you have a job, you'll be set. Even though if you have a job, you'll still be screwed. And then telling me, well, you need to get a job. Even though I got to pay taxes on everything that I make. Saying, well, you don't have a job. Like, I'm so sick and tired of people just complaining about everything I do. It's not good enough. My nose is bothering me, and I'm probably going to get off soon. Because my phone's got to charge. And I'm probably going to lay down and get some sleep. But it's crazy. It's so crazy. You know? And then people are probably going to post this and be like, look, she's crying. Like, I wasn't even crying at all. Like, seriously. I just get... It just like, I don't know. I shouldn't even get bothered because some of you guys are nobodies. So why should I get bothered by people that aren't even doing better in their life? Right? You're so worried about me and my life that I feel like you don't even shower. You don't even brush your teeth before you start thinking about me. That's crazy. Some of you guys literally just spend your life doing nothing except harassing and bullying someone while acting like you have a life. And it's just crazy. Because if you guys actually had a life, you wouldn't be this obsessed and invested in somebody else's life. I'm not obsessed with someone while I'm homeless. That doesn't make sense. And when I talk about people, I'm giving my opinions because someone asked. Or I give my opinions in general. I've always done that. I don't care what fucking situation I'm in. That's what I'm about. And if no one likes it, they could kick rocks and leave. We're all gonna fucking be exiled from this app in January. The one thing that pisses me off is people celebrating that shit when there was disabled people that depended on this app. You think that influencers, their only income was TikTok, but there were a lot of people that helped family members that were disabled from this app. A lot of people that used this app for extra income because their job wasn't enough. And yet you're laughing at that shit when there was people that had 9-to-5 jobs still using TikTok to make money because that was their outlet to help them make money. But yeah, you think that shit's funny. Don't say that or I'm going to block you. Do not say that. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Well, that's good. No one cares. It keeps trying to send it to people, and I'm not trying to send it. I'm trying to block people. Oh, not you, somebody else. Sorry. There was somebody that said they were gonna, and I'm not gonna. These people just be crazy. There were a while back, which it just came up on my For You page, but it happened in November. I guess two 12-year-olds robbed a dispensary and I guess took $12,000. It's one of my reposts on my main page. It happened in Albuquerque. I was like, dang, that would happen in Albuquerque. A lot of the violence is because of teens with pew-pews. And I'm like, where are their parents? Because someone said that in the comment section. Where are these kids' parents? Because a lot of the violence is teens with pew-pews, which it is kind of true because there's been a lot of parties that have ended up with, well, you can't say that word on TikTok. That's why you have to censor it. Crime was up in Albuquerque. It was really up. I'm broke and homeless. Yeah, I'm broke till the 15th. Then I gotta pay bills with the money that I get. So yeah, I'm broke till the 15th. Ha ha ha. I'm broke, cold, and crashing out. First of all, I didn't crash out. I was just explaining that I wish people would understand my situation, but that's okay. And I'm not saying this shit for sympathy, because fuck sympathy. Why do I want people that are don't even have a human bone in their body to be humans, to care about people, to care about me, when the only people they care about is their fucking selves? Like, someone had the nerve to tell me, you don't care, you only care about yourself, when I felt sorry for what happened to someone because somebody they trusted was a horrible person. You don't care about them, you care about yourself. You care about your fucking self. The amount of people literally that couldn't shut the fuck up for 1 second and just donate to a family that needed help, that reached out to me and said, hey, can you help my family? We're in Gaza. And people had the nerve to say, why don't you donate first and then we'll donate? The fuck? That's crazy. Why don't you donate first and then we'll donate? It's just like, what the hell? Oh, you're a horrible human being. Why would they reach out to you? Because they don't care if I'm a horrible fucking human being. They need help. They're not going to care because they're trying to get out of their situation. Jesus Christ, like, some of you guys don't even think because you're too sensitive. It's crazy. Well, not sensitive, but you're too angry over the wrong things. Get help. That's what somebody said. I was referencing what somebody said. Do you not understand? Clearly you don't. Someone said, which I was talking about what someone said to me. They said they have to donate first before I can donate. Or I have to donate first before they can donate. That's what they said. They said, we're not donating until you donate. That makes no sense. Are you stupid? That's literally what they said. But you don't donate either way. I have bills I have to pay. I have money that went places. What do you mean I don't donate? Because I couldn't. And I was going to donate. But now I'm in this situation and I can't. Maybe stop telling me to donate when I help. You know what I was doing? I was resharing people's GoFundMe links and videos where they had their GoFundMe links. And I was resharing these videos because I couldn't donate. They said, if you can't donate, share these videos out. Share our links out. Help us out that way. Reply. Or repost, comment, like, follow. Do all of these things that if you can't donate, do this. Hello? Why do you think I was posting almost every day about Gaza in my Insta story? Because I couldn't donate. That was my way of helping out. That's the only way I knew how to help out. And it's so crazy to me that people love to say, like, I wasn't helping out. Like, why did you think I put the family's link in my Beacons link? To help them out because I couldn't donate. Maybe someone else could. Why do you think I shared? Why do you think I reposted? Why do you think I posted stuff in my story? Because I couldn't donate. Okay? But here's my thing. I never not once attacked people for not donating. It was the people that literally sat here and said, you have to donate first before we donate. That's who I was talking to. If you can't donate, I 100% understand, because I'm not going to complain about someone donating when I couldn't donate. I'm not going to be that person. I 100% understand if there are those that can't donate. You know, like I couldn't donate. But again, people just don't listen to what I say and they twist things. If someone's telling me I have to donate first before they donate, it's very insensitive because I can't donate, but you could, and you chose not to. And you're literally just saying in the comment section on this family's post that I can donate, but I'm not going to donate to you. Do you know how fucking hateful that is? That's rude and hateful to a family that is literally struggling and is watching you be assholes in the comment section. Like, it's crazy. You don't say this shit to large influencers who never once talked about it. And I'm not even going to list the names of who, because then, oh man, that'll cause controversy in the comment section. Then they'll go running and start saying, hey, this influencer's talking about you. Like, she's saying shit about you, even though you don't go after people that have never once spoke up about Gaza. But it's always black women. And when black women finally had enough and said, hey, we're not doing it anymore, all of a sudden, we support a genocide, all because we're tired. We need a break. Oh, speaking of which, get my money up. Well, I made a bunch of shirt designs today too. I have a different style of this design because I 100% don't know which one is good. I think this will be FYE, fire, on the back of a hoodie. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. Okay, first off, I made this one because, you know, I'm a huge Eddie Guerrero fan. So I was like, let me make an Eddie Guerrero t-shirt. I don't know. I have to change the word up top because it's black on black. I just noticed that, but it says Latino Heat. And it's like Eddie Guerrero. Anyways, I just noticed that. I have to fix it. And then, well, it's transparent, so I think that's why you can't see it. That's why you can't see it. But I don't know, because I downloaded it with a transparent background. And this one too, it says Latino Heat. But, you know, it's a transparent background, so there's something in the way. But anyways, there's that one. Then I got this one because you can use the designs from this app. They're like non-copyrighted. So I was like, maybe this would be cool on a like t-shirt. It says King or something. But then I got an idea with this one and I was like, you know, I could make something out of this. So I did this one that says Notorious B.I.G. And then I did it in multiple colors because I was like, wait, maybe I could do it like this one or like this. You know, I didn't know which font was better. I like that font. But then I was like, you know, let me try it the regular way with this font. And so, you know, I started working on t-shirt designs. And then that's basically what I was working on. I can do more t-shirt designs too. And the thing is that I didn't really think about this because I was like, oh, let me try to draw t-shirt designs I don't have to do all this work. There's people, which is not against the law because it's not against the law. It's not against, okay, so you can take these designs, which I made on Canva, and you can make these t-shirt designs and sell them. There's nothing wrong with that. you can't take someone's artwork. Like if I was to take someone's artwork from Google and add elements to it and make a design, I couldn't do that because I didn't design it. But I can make graphic t-shirts like how people make with like Eddie Guerrero, with like how they make those t-shirts. Oh, that's crazy. Well, you're getting blocked. Like I can make graphic t-shirts like that and sell it. Like a collage t-shirt like I have made with BTS. I did one with Jungkook and the Insta story. I did one with Jackson Wang, but then it got deleted, so I have to redo Jackson Wang. So yeah, I can do a bunch of these t-shirts, and actually Canva is for t-shirts. You can actually sell t-shirts on there too, but I have to find a place where I can sell these t-shirts because some places don't allow, like the Printify place that I have for my t-shirt designs, my merch won't allow me to have that there because they don't allow stuff like that. But there are some places that will. How many shirts have I sold? Well, for my merch, my personal merch, I've sold about $300 worth of merch because I haven't really been promoting it. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure people don't know I have merch. But yeah, I haven't really been. The last order was like August, I believe. Someone bought $80 worth of stuff. So yeah, I have sold merch, but the crazy thing about it is every time I've made something on print on demand, I've never sold nothing. So selling something is better than nothing, because every time I put up merch, I didn't have expectations of selling anything. And I did end up selling. Well, it's gone because it went. The money, I didn't get $300 all at once. That's combined for how long I've had the merch up, which has been a while, probably years, but I don't promote it as much as I should. So that's my fault. That is my fault. I need to, like, start promoting my stuff more, and I'm probably going to figure out how to make professional videos and promote more on Instagram and make graphic t-shirts like that, and then just start promoting. Thank you for subscribing, because I need to start doing more of that. I can't show my face. It's dark. You don't have to have capital for anything. You could do print on demand. Did you know that people are making bank off of Canva designs? Did you know I got? Okay, so I'll tell you. There was this place where I bought 99-cent designs for t-shirts. I was like, you know what? Let me buy some t-shirt designs. They're what do you call them? I keep wanting to say deformation. It's not. That's something else. They're sublimation designs. I don't know if you guys know what sublimations are, but you can use them for tumblers, which is why a lot of the people have the same tumbler designs, because they buy it off of Etsy. I bought mine off of somewhere for 99 cents, and I got 1,000 t-shirt designs for 99 cents that I could use that are not copyrighted, and they're sublimation. I could use them for tumblers. I could use them for anything. I got Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day designs. I go straight to Canva and see every single design. A lot of the designs that literally I bought for 99 cents, which it was just 99 cents, that I could have gotten. Mind you, some of them are not free because you do have to have the Pro app, Pro Canva. But I don't mind paying for Canva Pro, because you can use any design that's from Canva. You can use it and put it on a shirt. It's non-copyrighted designs, which is great. So I can go there and make graphic t-shirts. Like, there's people that show on YouTube how to make graphic t-shirts. Thank you. Thank you for that gift. I forget what that gift was. I saw somebody get it one time. I was like, I went to see what it was because I wondered what that gift was. But yeah. Anyways, the vault, I think that's what I got. Right? Because it says the vault. No, a night star. That's what it is. This is something else. It says explore early access. I think it says the vault. But anyways, divine arms. Magic, Mersha. Then what's the other one? Future Cruise. That's expensive. That's like 25,999 diamonds. Dang. And then there's like a mystery one. It says coming soon. I've been getting festive points, but I'm not even going towards the festival. I need like 20 money guns. And I need match power ups, which I don't battle, so yeah, I'm not going towards the festival. I'm not even trying for that. I need I got a glowing jellyfish, a night star, a rose, a TGIF, the heart puffs, the TikToks, the rose, the hanging lights. I didn't even see the glowing jellyfish. Thank you, TGIF. It's telling me all the gifts I got. Every single gift. I got a snowflake keychain. I got a galaxy. The biggest gift of this live was a galaxy. Thank you for that. That's crazy. It just tells me. All the gifts I got. Every gift. 2 hours ago it says. Every single gift. It tells me. But anyways, festival is if you win, you get to go to TikTok Live Fest. That's what it is. It's like the Live Fest thing. But I'm not even pushing for that because I don't care if I get a lot of gift points or not. I'm not trying to push for that. I don't need to. And besides, I'm in a situation. I'm not trying to go to a fest. Well, I'm in a situation. But anyways, yeah. I've already done one before I sarcasm because the one on this page that I posted, thank you for the November. So no, I wasn't talking about Comic-Con. I didn't say anything about Comic-Con. Thank you for the ticket and the TikTok. No, I don't know if I'll be able to. I have to figure out my situation first. I really want to because it's Allegiant Stadium, which is not that hard to travel there. And then I can have my room booked and stuff. But I don't know. I really want to go. No, but that's not feasible because, well, I could if there was someone that I knew here that was like, hey, do you want to go with me to see them? And maybe we could pay half on a hotel room and then, you know, but that's a long ways off. I think it's not till March, right? Or May. I don't know. And plus pre-sale tickets. There's already tickets on pre-sale. I don't mind it, but you know. Thank you. Thank you for the fest cheers. But yeah. Thank you for the gift points. It's just like, you know, what body wash do I use? I was using this. It's cocoa butter scented body wash that I was using, and now I forgot. I like the cocoa scented smelling one. My dad bought one and it smelled like coffee. It was a coffee body wash. I didn't really like it because I'm not a coffee drinker, and I don't really, the coffee smell is alright, but I would prefer cocoa butter. Show it on screen. I don't have. The only thing I have but yeah, I don't have. No, I don't use soft soap. Soft soap makes body wash? I didn't know that. All I know is what I bought and used was a cocoa butter scented one, which I really liked that. It had the cocoa beads in it or whatever. Yes, I do use deodorant. I think it's Secret. You never shower? Well, I just showered today, so I went and showered today. Funny, but I don't shower. Well, I have my conditioner and my shampoo with me, but I don't have any because I ran out and I have to get more. So, yeah. And plus, someone got me this very nice smelling bar soap that I was using. I don't use bar soaps because, you know, the bacteria and stuff stays on it. And, you know, but this was a very nice smelling bar soap I received in my box that I got. Someone sent me a box of stuff. That's when they sent me the ramen noodle bowl and the chopsticks, and then I got hot chocolate. I got ramen noodles. They got me that like Tupac shirt and a bandana. It was a pink bandana, nails, and I think lip gloss and maybe lashes. I can't remember, but someone sent me a bunch of stuff, and in that box was a really nice smelling soap. I used to use bar soap when I was younger because my grandma got me this soap that's for, I don't know if it was something in one of the soaps that was giving me a rash, and I couldn't use it when I took a bath, so that soap helped for that. And it wasn't because I had sensitive skin. I was just prone to getting a rash, so I used that soap. It helped with rashes and stuff. And so that's what I used. And then now I obviously I ran out, so I have to get more, but yeah. No, I'm not selling Mickey Mouse. Yeah, people are recognizing me, and I really don't like it, but what can I do? Someone, I don't know if that's the same video, because that was the people that went up and they said, "Can I have a photo?" And I was like, "Sure," because I didn't want to be rude. And then they were filming right behind me, so I don't know. Then there were some other people that tried to film me, and then I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I mean, no, because why would I use it for that? I mean, if you're sending it to me for that, of course I would have to use it. But no, because that's not, I mean, it is a nice gesture. But when we're going through something and I'm trying to put money in savings, gesture. I meant to say gesture, not jester. Oh, do you? somebody stopped me because I couldn't really hear them. Are always plugged because I get excess buildup of wax. I don't know why. My ears are always generating a lot of wax for some reason. And I was going somewheres and this guy stopped and he was like, I just turned on Wu-Tang Clan because I had my shirt on. And I was like, I didn't hear him. And then he repeated again. And I was like, oh yeah, because of my shirt. And I was like, I really like them. That's why I bought the Fortnite. I have the emote and the glider and the pickaxe. But I like Wu-Tang Clan. It's funny because growing up, right? This is what people don't know about me. And this is the funny thing. Like clown, when I saying clown posse, they're like, oh my god, she's a, like, oh my god, like, stay away from them. Like, if I'd never listened to them in my life. I did, actually. One of my favorite songs by them is Miracles. And it's funny how people are. It's like, I'm not a juggalo, mind you, or a juggalette, or however you say it. I'm not like a... And I do know people that used to listen to them, so... yeah, there's that. No, I didn't, but okay. Like, I do. My brother's friend was the one who got him into them, and then I liked them. And I knew a lot of people in school that used to listen to them that were crazy diehards. They were juggalos. And they did have the hatchet man, but I was never. And my friend was friends with one that is really crazy. Because some of them are crazy. Not gonna lie. Some of them are crazy. And he's the one who actually gave me a hatchet for protect. I was like, okay, I'll just take it because it was a cool decorative piece, right? For me personally. I thought, I could put this on the wall. But I was like, no, I better not let my dad see it. So I kept it under my bed. But I had a hatchet. An actual real one. And I carried it with me in my backpack because obviously you can't have weapons on the bus. And I had to get home. And this dude was the same dude that wanted to trade me. I had this gold phone I bought. It was from Wish. Funny thing about Wish phones, they are really good. Don't knock those phones until you try them. I was training at Goodbyes and Goodwill. And I was they pay you $300 a week for training. So I did register training. I know how to run a register. I could work the register anywhere. I know how retail, so I can work retail. That's basically what Goodbyes and Goodwill is training you for a job. Because at the time, I didn't really have much experience besides interning at a 4-star restaurant. And so, I didn't have much experience and stuff. So I said, maybe if I go through this program, it'll help me get a job. But I ended up saying, no, I'm going to do social media. So I didn't pick up the certificate that I got for graduating. So I said, at the time it was Musical.ly. And I said, no, I'm going to try to work at Musical.ly and get paid. Try to make videos and become an influencer. And look, here I am getting paid on the internet. But anyways, so during that time, I was getting paid $300 a week. It was like $300 every week to train, I guess it was. And then I applied at Goodbyes, but I didn't get the job, and I know why I didn't get the job. And then Goodwill was the same thing, but I'm glad because Goodwill has went downhill, very downhill. And a lot of people don't like it. No, it was because of issues with transportation, because I said I didn't have transportation to get, even though the last bus that runs to my area was at the time that I would have got out before then to catch the bus, but I literally said that I didn't have transportation. And when it comes to a job like that, you can't, how do I say it? When it comes to a job like that, you can't complain to the job about stuff like that because they won't hire you. They want people that's going to be able to go to work no matter what. And the last bus where it goes to my area, it doesn't go to my area. I would have to walk from there at night all the way to where I lived. And it would have been a hassle because sometimes that area is not safe. It's a not safe area. So that's why. And because I was kind of complaining about not having transportation, because I said, because I was training at that time, and I asked them if I could leave early, because I said, I have to leave early because so I can make it to get the second bus that I had to get, which was the last bus. I said, can I leave early? And with Goodwill and the other not Goodwill, yeah, with Goodbyes, you have to all leave at the same time. I don't know if you guys know about retail or about working at thrift stores, but if you're the last to close, you have to wait for everybody to close before you could leave. Like, you all have to leave at the same time. So, anyways, I went. So I went and I was complaining about not having if I could not. I wasn't really complaining. I was just saying, can I leave early because I have to get the last bus, and they said there is a bus that goes that way, the last bus, but then that would mean that I have to walk a far distance home at night, and it was not really safe, and I didn't have like anyone who could pick me up and like take me. Like, my dad could take me, but I would have to get the bus back, I think. Or no, I got the bus there and then I got the bus back, actually. I don't remember if we had a car at that time, but I had to walk a distance home, and it was kind of not safe. So then when I was training at Goodwill, I almost missed the last bus home because I had to wait for them to lock up, because I would be training at the time that they close at night, and they would say you have to wait till everybody leaves. And the last bus that went the way that I went home, it would have took me a longer distance to walk home because I would have had no bus to get home. Like, I wouldn't be able to take a bus to get me at least halfway there, because that's the actual last bus to get me closer. I would have had to walk like probably miles just to get there, and it was dark. So then that job didn't work out either because I cried at that job because of something that, I don't know, it was something they told me. They got kind of like rude with me. I don't know what it was, and I had explained how there's co-workers in the bathroom on their phones, but yeah, I'm the one that gets they come at, and I'm like, but I didn't do anything, And because of that, that's why I didn't get the job, obviously, because you can't handle a job like that. What makes you think you're going to get a job, right? If you act like that, because, there was a coworker in the bathroom on their phone all the time, not doing nothing, but I'm the one that gets. That's why a lot of people didn't like working at Goodwill either, because some of them would ask to go on break, or they say, I can't go on break because we're busy. Not busy, but I can't go on break. They wouldn't even get their break. And mind you, there was a lot that happened at the Goodwill my brother worked at. He was the only co-worker, or he was the only worker that was kept. Everybody else he worked with got fired. He was the only one that they kept. Because something happened that some of the workers were doing what they weren't supposed to, and that happened. So, yeah. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I used to vape non-nicotine because I had a vape. I didn't have one of those box ones. I actually had like a smaller one. It was red and white. I think I showed it on live before, but I vaped no nicotine because I don't do anything addicting. And yeah, it's been years. I don't vape anymore. Be quiet, fake pleasant. Thank you for subscribing, fake ass pleasant. Because my dad smokes cigarettes and I see how very badly addicting it is. He was like smoking 200 cigarettes a day. That's not good. And my grandma smokes cigarettes too. And yeah, she was smoking since she was 13. She's not with us anymore, obviously, but she had been smoking cigarettes since she was 13. Because she would make her grandma cigarettes. Then she would steal one. And one time her grandmother said, her grandmother told her, I know you've been stealing my cigarettes. Here, have one. She gave her cigarettes. So that's what started her on cigarettes. And I don't drink except if, like, when I got the beatbox stuff and I tried it, or my brother says, here, try this, when he told me to try Mike's Hard Liquor or Hard Lemonade, which that lemonade frozen is good. That or a Smirnoff, you know, because I had one once, which was the screwdrivers, the Smirnoff screwdrivers. I can have that. Like, I'll drink that on occasions, but I don't get the, like, how do I say it? I don't get the urge to drink a lot. I don't drink, I don't really drink at all. I haven't drank in years, so, because I don't feel the need to drink. The only thing I'm probably addicted to is, like, soda, like caffeine soda, not coffee, but soda. Other than that, I don't really have an addiction to drinking. I don't see the need for drinking unless someone's like, hey, if I was somewhere and someone was like, have a drink, or if I went to an event and they had a drink and, you know, everyone's drinking, maybe try the drink, but I'm not a drinker. Well, it's been years, because I used to go out with my friend and run errands, but she's not alive. She died on my birthday, so, yeah. I stopped going out. I did want to play sports when I was in high school. I actually wanted to be in the football team. But I knew that it wasn't a good idea because of how they would treat me because I was a girl. And then I wanted to do wrestling. I wanted to be on the wrestling team. But my dad said he couldn't take me to wrestling meets, so I couldn't do wrestling. I don't know what position. But I did want to do wrestling. And my mom, it was funny because I always tell this. It's so funny. I wanted to do wrestling, and then my mom said, you know it's not like WWE. And I'm like, Mom, I know I'm not going to smash a chair on someone's head. But when she said that, it made me think of the South Park episode when they loved WWE so much that they joined wrestling because they thought it was that kind of wrestling. And it's just so funny. But, you know, there was a girl, because I wasn't going to be the only girl on the wrestling team. There was another girl that was on the wrestling team, but her mom made her leave the wrestling team because she was the only girl. There was another girl who was also interested. When I was asking, she was there with, we were all like talking with the coach because she was talking to me and the coach, and she's like, I want to join. And she was interested because I wanted to join, but then my dad was like, no, I can't take you to the meets. Mind you, my dad did sports, and my brother was on the football team. He did football, and then he couldn't, like, the coach couldn't take him to his meet, so he had to quit, and he did track. My dad also ran track. My brother lettered in track. My dad was a track star. He was the quarterback of his football team. He was so good that he almost went to college for football, but he chose to go to college for business. He went to the same university that Michael Jordan played basketball, North Carolina. You know, he went to Campbell University. So yeah, my family is sports oriented. So my brother got his his genes from his dad, because his dad ran track, and my brother's a fast runner. He runs fast. And he did football, but my dad couldn't take him to his meets. Jeans, like GENES, not like jeans like pants. And then I'm not a fast runner. I got my dad's football abilities. I'm good at throwing a football. I am. A lot of people said, damn, you're really good. I'm like, yeah, I know I am. That's scary. Why were they honking? They were going fast and honking. That's scary. No, we didn't get hit. I don't know. They just went by really fast and were like, They started honking. That's scary. You never know. It's crazy. I always have to be careful, because that girl, I don't even know what happened to her. The one that said, leave me alone, get off me. And then it was silent after that. So, no, I'm not going to call the cops. It looks like somebody that always comes down here. They live down here, I think. But I don't know why they were honking. It could have been maybe because there's a rabbit that gets in the road. And he doesn't move. He'll just sit in the road. And maybe he almost got hit. Because he has a habit of sitting in the road and not moving. I named him Thumper. So yes, he is kind of like a pet. I named him Thumper. But yeah, he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's confused, right? He'll go like he's crossing the road. He'll jump in the road. Then he'll sit there. And he'll go on the other side just to come back across the street and sit in the road again. Like, he'll go across the street to come back across the street. To come right back across the street. No, it's for real. There's a lot of rabbits in Albuquerque. Up by the airport, there's a lot of rabbits. Albuquerque has a lot of rabbits. People will tell you that. There's wild rabbits everywhere. Thumper is living a risky life. That's the rabbit that I said he got chased to the street. He disappears for days and then he'll come back. And sometimes I worry. There's him, and then there's a cat that is a stray cat, because, or maybe it has the place, but the cat's out all day and all night. But the rabbit was getting chased, because when the kids see him at the park during the day, they chase him into the road. If they see him, they try to catch him, and I'm like, leave him alone. He does not want to be bothered, because if you see a rabbit running away from you and you're trying to catch it, just leave him alone. They chased him into the street, and this truck was coming. He almost hit them. Like, he almost hit the truck, but then the truck stopped and got out and was looking to make sure that the rabbit made it. And I was like, no, I got so mad because I was like, but I didn't say anything because it's the parent's job, but your kids almost caused caused that to happen. And hold on, guys, just a second. Oh, I thought I turned my mic off. It didn't turn my mic off. Here I am talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. Anyways, Thumper disappears for like days, and then Thumper will come back out of nowhere. Like, I'll see him. And then, there's also a stray cat too. But anyways, I called myself the Crow Lady. I believe it was yesterday, or I can't remember. I don't think it was today. It was yesterday. I was giving them bread because they were coming for bread. This one crow was really greedy. He had he had like 5 pieces of bread in his beak. And I'm like, dang, greedy ass. I had to throw more bread out there because he was taking all the bread from the other crows. And he didn't even leave any bread for other crows. And I was like, greedy ass bird. I'm sorry, but he was greedy. So then I had to throw more bread out there for them because some of them wasn't coming to get it. And I said I should call myself the Crow. But just kidding. Anyways, yeah, like that bird was greedy. He was going around taking all the breadcrumbs. I was like, dang. But anyways, I don't know, the rabbit disappears and then he comes back. And I worry for him because he just hops into the street. Like this pigeon earlier, I said, dang, this pigeon really wants to go, man. He must really hate life because my brother was driving. And I said, look out, there's this pigeon. And he had to go around because the pigeon still wouldn't move from the street. He was still in the street. I'm like, dang, pigeon. Like, I'm not going to let you go like that. Jeez. But yeah, I'm probably going to get off and go get some sleep. My phone is charging. Well, I got to. I have tried to dye my hair. It didn't work because my hair's dark. See, my hair looks black, but it's red brown. And for some reason, I tried to use it was like light brown or something, because I wanted to lighten my hair, and I was like, hey, maybe this will work. It didn't work. It didn't work. So then I was like, well, that sucks, because I didn't want to use bleach. And I thought maybe if I was like hoping maybe I wouldn't have to use bleach to dye it, but apparently I do if I want to dye my hair. So I don't want to use bleach because it damages your hair. So there's things like hair wax or hair makeup that works. So I do have hair wax in storage, but I would rather use that than hair makeup. Than dyeing it. So hair makeup, I haven't tried it, but I might try that one, because the hair wax, the only thing that sucks is it transfers. It transfers. So that's the only thing bad about it. Thank you for the fest burst. So what's my plan with life? To get financially stable and get a house? Because I can't do it. I just can't do it anymore with renting. And my dad won't be able to live with us, so we have to get him help. So hopefully we hear some good news from his caseworker, or whoever it was that called the outreach, whoever it was. And hopefully they can help us with a lot of stuff, because they said they was going to help us. I'm not going to say everything, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. But yeah, I'm probably going to get ready and go to sleep and get under the blankets, because my legs are kind of starting to hurt. No, so what I said is that I said I would have to pay mortgage on a house, and someone said, no, you don't have to pay a mortgage unless you took a loan out to get the house. And I was like, oh, really? The only thing I would probably have to pay is property taxes, which I understand. You have to pay taxes for everything. That's probably the extent of what I would have to pay, is taxes. But mortgage, if I would only have to pay that if I took out a loan. Because if you have the money to outright buy it, you just buy it. Duh. That's how you buy a house. I'm not going to be making payments. I'm going to buy the house. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy the house. I'm not even going to make payments. But the only way you pay a mortgage, someone said, is if you get a loan. If you get a loan to buy the house, which I'm not getting a loan. Well, a house is very expensive. It depends on what we're looking for in Albuquerque. And probably a simple house, because we're not going to go with anything fancy like a mansion. Because I've seen houses here that are like $2 million, $1 million house. And one of those $1 million homes had a elevator in it. Now, that's something that I'm not going for. But I'm pretty sure you can get a house for around $100,000. So upwards of $600,000, because yeah, $600,000 is a lot. But when it comes to that, I mean, you know, the bigger the square footage, the more the house is going to cost. I know that, because when I try to look for 3 bedrooms, it's expensive. It goes upwards. So I understand about houses and stuff like that, because my dad was going to do real estate. So I know that it's not cheap. I know you can't get a cheap house unless you get something that is a fixer-upper, like a house people get when they flip, or something that it has minimal damage. You can live in it, but you still have to do some fixing, which is going to cost more. Probably it's going to cost a lot to fix the house up after you buy it. And it would be better if you were flipping the house and not living in it, because that would be a waste to put a lot of money into a house that, you're not selling. I could apply for disability, but then I won't be able to make that much, like, on social media. And plus, I tried to apply years ago, and they said they needed my IEP, which I went to get from the head building, which is Albuquerque Public Schools. The security guard told me, oh, you don't need to wait in line. Just go to this website and apply. And I went, and it was for students that were getting out of high school to apply for FAFSA. The website he took me to was not even the right website. So then I had to, so then I said, you know what? I don't even need to get my disability. I'm just going to work on my social media and make money. Because, that's what I said. Because obviously they said that I marked down I was not disabled and that I did not want disability, which I said, no, I didn't do that. So then we were going to try to get a lawyer, but then it would have took a lot to fight for a lawyer to get the disability. And so I didn't want to have to go through that, fighting a lawyer and stuff. So I didn't do it. Me and my brother both tried, and they denied us both. Because he was also in special ed, but I knew he wouldn't have lasted on it, because he's the one that, he always is working and having a job. So me, I'm the one that would probably need it more, but mods, what? But yeah, it sucks, but we're here. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna care. But yeah, that's what happens. How are you going to build your credit? Well, I can put this phone bill that I'm paying on my credit. That's one way to build credit, is paying a phone bill. I can also put storage, the bill that I pay for storage, on and use it as credit. What I can do, which is something that someone suggested, is there is a what is it, credit union? It's like some type of you get a card from a credit union or something. Not like a I'm not gonna get a credit card and be stupid and blow all the money. What I'm talking about is, they said to get it's a credit card, from a credit union or something. What you do is you make small purchases. So what I would have to do is make a small purchase, so let's say my phone bill is like $80, right? I can take $80 from that and pay my bill, and then pay off the credit card, and that helps me build credit, see? Because I can use that to pay bills or make small purchases, like they said, buy a small meal at McDonald's and then pay it off. Don't, which I wasn't going to do. But when you get a credit card like that, do not spend the max limit. That is stupid. My parents got credit cards and did that, and possibly is in a lot of credit card debt. Don't be an idiot, okay? I'm not an idiot. I would probably use it to pay my bill, not bills, but one bill, and then pay off the credit card bill. I'm not going to go haywire and start spending all the money from the credit card on stupid shit, because that would be dumb to get a credit card and then you have this unlimited, or you have this credit limit, and then you end up, no, that's not how it works. So I would probably use this card for paying bills, but then I'm I can just pay the bill and then use that as credit, because you can put your bills as credit, and then, because that's why I got the internet also, because not only did we need it, I could use it as credit. and pay off and pay the bill and, you know, build my credit that way. So, no, I'm not going to use a credit card for Comic-Con and SZA. I'm not even applying for a credit card. I'm just going to put my bills as credit. Thank you for the gift points. I am not using that for that. No. Nope, because I really had to build my credit. But anyways, guys, my phone is charging. I have to get off, and I'm going to go get some sleep. Well, not really. You don't need a credit card to build your credit. They said you could list anything, because there's this website also that you could put anything as credit and build credit. I forget the website. I put it in my notes. You could use your Netflix account that you pay every monthly, like a monthly Netflix account, to build your credit. Because I was doing research online, and it says basically anything that you pay a monthly subscription to can be used to build your credit. So that's what I'm going to do, is use my everyday bills as credit, because it shows that you can pay things off, right? If you're paying a bill every month, right, that you can use that. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, you can. Look it up. It's on YouTube. You can use your bills as credit. Duh. There's a website where you can use your monthly, like, Netflix bill as credit too. I don't pay a monthly Netflix bill or a streaming service, but I do pay a phone bill and I pay an internet bill, and I actually was going to make an account there and work on building my credit. It's for building credit. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go. Let me open the chat. Have a good day or night where you guys are. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, gifting, and subscribing, watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go. I need to go lay down. My leg is bothering me. I need to get under the covers. But have a good day or night where you guys are. I will see you guys later. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.